Where is going on, my familia? Beneath the sun. Oh, y'all can't see me. There we go. Live now. Oh, I gotta kill the blue light. Hoo hoo hoo. What is going on, guys? I'll go ahead and kill my blue light. Well, no, it's doing fine right now. It should be okay. Oh yeah, I haven't dropped the link anywhere. Let me do that too. Blast it out. All right. That was weird. I just had to go through a security check to post a link. What the hell was that? Alright. Guys, I'm just dropping out the link. Make sure y'all go to the bathroom. Make sure you get off of the social media. Everything that you know you need to do. Oh my god, dude. Live right now, guys. There's Imel. It's on my Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo! All right, I got that posted out. No, I gotta go through security check. Photos with the lion. What is this? This is new. When the hell did Facebook start doing that? And I've been thinking this could be the end of me. Oh, and one more, and then I'm done. What just happened? Okay, that was odd. All right, I've got it posted out. I'm gonna go get some water really quick. Okay. All right, I have not checked the chat. What is going on? Lucas Tyson just at the gym. Cosmic wallpaper. You already know. Selling cats or watches, right? I'm saying. What is good, Terry? Good to see you guys. All right, so make sure, guys, you send the link out. Let everybody get in here. I will be right back. We are good on time. It is 11:08. I will go in to get some water. I will be right back. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I am back. We're going to go ahead and get this started. Cousin, what is up? Oh, man, it is so good to see you. Man, that is awesome. All right, guys, let's get it started off the right way. Open it up, open the lungs, open the airways up. Let me just check Facebook really quick so I can close it out if I need to. All right, good. They are good on social media, so I close that out. On the road, but still here. The grind is real, Kennedy. That is what's up. So, guys, take the little bit of time right here to open up your airwaves, open up your lungs, get the air. Let's get, whatever's been going on today, whether it's been like the most peaceful day or whether it's been the most chaotic day, and it's kind of been for me. So I need this probably more than you guys do, but let's get into that synchronicity. Guys, thank you all so much for being here tonight. Thank you for helping to help co-create the experience that we're all about to share tonight. For you being here tonight and not being out doing anything else that you could be doing just tells me that you trust what we have going on here, and that it is something that you can really, really take value from and be able to translate into other people all over the place, wherever they are. And I really, really think that as we have continued to do this and as we will continue to do it, just to be able to evolve and, I mean, just grow together as a community. I know for the people who have been here for a while, guys, tell me that, that your trading has not gotten better, since it's been started. And I know it has, just because of the systematic structure of the way that you have to do things, and incorporate certain things into your trading habits, and then that, honestly translate into your normal daily routine habits that really just help take it to the next level. So as you continue your breathing, even as I'm going to read the next chapter of The Greatest Salesman in the World, that we're going to gain something out of it, that you're going to hear it and hear it and hear it and hear it, and no matter how many times that it takes for you to hear it, but eventually it clicks in there and it gives the information to you, and then you apply it. So with that being said, guys, open your eyes. Thank you all so much for being here. Michael, what is up, brother? It is good to see all you guys. So remember, you can keep your eyes closed. Just keep being in the comfortable position. I'm going to go ahead and start with The Greatest Salesman in the World, like I always do. Y'all know how I like to do it. So The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino, one of the most powerful books I've ever been introduced to. We're going to go ahead and read the scroll marked 4. I'm going to go ahead and get through it, guys. These are positive affirmations. These are kinds of things that you need to have in your mind, constantly regressing in there, so you have the ability to think and, on it, and plan it into your subconscious mind. So here we go. Chapter 11, the scroll marked 4. I am nature's greatest miracle. Since the beginning of time, never has there been another with my mind, my heart, my eyes, my ears, my hands, hair, or mouth. None that came before, none that live today, and none that come tomorrow can walk and talk and move and think exactly like me. All men are my brothers, yet I am different from each. I am a unique creature. I am nature's greatest miracle. Although I am of the animal kingdom, animal rewards alone will not satisfy me. Within me burns a flame which has been passed from generations uncounted, and its heat is a constant irritation to my spirit to become better than I am. And I will. I will fan this flame of dissatisfaction and proclaim my uniqueness to the world. None can duplicate my brushstrokes. None can make my chisel marks. None can duplicate my handwriting. None can produce my child. And in truth, none has the ability to sell exactly as I. Henceforth, I will capitalize on this difference, for it is an asset to be promoted to the fullest. I am nature's greatest miracle. Vain attempts to imitate others no longer will I make. Instead, will I place my uniqueness on display in the marketplace. I will proclaim it. Yeah, I will sell it. I will begin now to accent my differences, hide my similarities. So too will I apply this principle to the goods I sell. Salesmen and goods, different from all others, and proud of the difference. I am a unique creature of nature. I am rare, and there is value in all rarity. Therefore, I am valuable. I am the end product of thousands of years of evolution. Therefore, I am better equipped in both mind and body than all the emperors and wise men who preceded me. But my skills, my mind, my heart, and my body will stagnate, rot, and die, lest I put them to good use. I have unlimited potential. Only a small portion of my brain do I employ. Only a paltry amount of my muscles do I flex. 100-fold or more can I increase my accomplishments of yesterday, and this I will do beginning today. Nevermore will I be satisfied with yesterday's accomplishments, nor will I indulge any more in self-praise for deeds which in reality are too small to even acknowledge. I can accomplish far more than I have, and I will. For why should the miracle which provided me end with my birth? Why can I not extend that miracle to my deeds of today? I am nature's greatest miracle. I'm not on this earth by chance. I am here for a purpose, and that purpose is to grow into a mountain, not to shrink to a grain of sand. Henceforth will I apply all of my efforts to become the highest mountain of all, and I will strain my potential until it cries for mercy. I will increase my knowledge of mankind, myself, and the goods I sell. Thus my sales will multiply. I will practice and improve and polish the words I utter to sell my goods, for this is the foundation of which I will build my career, and never will I forget that many have attained great wealth and success with only one sales talk, delivered with excellence. Also will I seek constantly to improve my manners and graces, for they are the sugar to which all are attracted. I am nature's greatest miracle. I will concentrate my energy on the challenge of the moment, and my actions will help me forget all else. The problems of my home, the problems of my home will be left in my home. I will think not of my family when I am in the marketplace, for this will cloud my thoughts. So too will the problems of the marketplace be left in the marketplace, and I will think not of my profession when I am in my home, for this will dampen my love. There is no room in the marketplace for family, nor is there room in my home for the marketplace. Each I will divorce from the other, and thus will I remain wedded to both. Separate must they remain, or my career will die. This is a paradox of the ages. I am nature's greatest miracle. I've been given eyes to see and a mind to think, and now I know a great secret of life, for I perceive at last that all of my problems, discouragements, and heartaches, in truth, great opportunities in disguise. I will no longer be fooled by the garments they wear, for mine eyes are open. I will look beyond the cloth, and I will not be deceived. I am nature's greatest miracle. No beast, no plant, no wind, no rain, no rock, no lake had the same beginning as I. For I was conceived in love and brought forth with a purpose. In the past I have not considered this fact, but it will henceforth shape and guide my life. I am nature's greatest miracle, and nature knows not defeat. Eventually she emerges victorious, and so will I. And with each victory, the next struggle becomes less difficult. I will win, and I will become a great salesman, for I am unique. I am nature's greatest miracle. So that, guys, is chapter 4 of The Greatest Salesman in the World. Really what, to elaborate a little bit on what they say before we kick it off, is my favorite part about why that has been or what he's trying to say out of that is how that really just comes back to forex. If you bring your home life into your marketplace, there's no room for it. When you're trading forex, there is no place for that, outside of the charts. Is that he's saying is that he has found a way to separate, areas of his life that he can, manage them a lot better, because he has the ability to, go all in with it and then be able to take a break from it and go into the other one. And that's literally simultaneously happening on the other side. He's all in on his home side, and then he needs a break from his home side and goes into the marketplace. And remember, the marketplace is whatever you want to call it. Marketplace is life, in terms of how Ogmandino and The Greatest Salesman in the World communicates on the book at that stuff. So it's exactly what he said. It's just one of the paradoxes of the ages that we have, about what our ability to think and see what we think is actually going to be happening if we try to capitalize on all of these different things that we're doing at the exact same time and just bringing it all in. It just, guys, it gets crazy. And that's really what my favorite part about I am nature's greatest miracle, because we are, guys. We have the power to decide to do whatever we want, whenever we want. That is power. Max, yes, I am back. Yes, it's been crazy. With the stuff that's been going on, I was having a little bit of family issues, but it is a-okay. My mom should be okay, but guys, we're here now. We're ready to rock and roll. We're ready to do everything that it is that we need to do. So without further ado, guys, remember to continue your breathing exercises. Make sure you ask questions. If there's a certain pair that you want to look at, then that's absolutely fine. We can go ahead and check out the pair. Whatever it is that you're wanting to do, let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and look at that. So my first thing that I wanted to look at, yes, Simon, it's good to see you as well, man. It is good to see all of you guys. It is just good to be back. I mean, my mom was in the hospital, like I said, and It's just nice to be back on the charts. It's nice to be back where I belong. It's nice to be back in class, guys. Like, I really did miss all of you guys for real. I really, really did. I knew someone was gonna call AN. Yo, are you? And you were telling me to analyze AN, right? Oh, by the way, guys, I'll bring the blue light back so my computer monitor doesn't look crazy for you. What? Yeah, what were you thinking on it? Okay. All right, so we can go ahead and open up with NZD USD for okay. So we got Lucas on AUD NZD. Oh wait, NZD USD. You were looking at oh okay. He's looking at AUD NZD, which would be. I heard odd was going up too. Yeah, odd also. Oh yeah, woo, almost missed it. All right, I'm all right. So we're good. Go ahead and check out the news really quick, guys. Remember, that's always something that you got to check before you decide to start trading. Yeah, we did have a little bit of odd news come out. There wasn't like the biggest push ever for odd, but it was a monetary statement that came out, so that's not so, Kennedy, I did not forget the news. No, no, no. Look, here we are. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all holding me accountable. I see you there. But no, okay, so yeah, we did have odd news come out a little bit ago here. A little negative on this little medium folder that it has going on. So it did have a little bit of a negative increase, but the monetary policy meeting minutes, there's not anything that you can like backtrace and retest that to because obviously it's just somebody talking. So there really is like no number or anything that you can compose and actually develop fundamental, analysis on the market and that you actually thinks. Yeah, snaps finger, right? All right, so for tonight, guys, for London, what are we looking at here? Not really a lot. We have like literally 4 releases coming out that aren't really going to be anything crazy, but New York is looking pretty good. We've got a little bit of stuff going on. You've got USD news for building permits, not probably so crazy. Look at it; it's pretty solid for its forecast and for its actual, so not really. That's going to probably be detrimental to the market. So I wouldn't be looking for this as, something that's going to be crazy as well. Probably not. So tomorrow might be okay, or, today for the New York session, if you want to consider it today, might be okay. But then once again, the Bank of Canada, the governor is speaking. So once again, there is no, um, fundamentals that you're really going to be able to generate out of that. Real quick, always remember that you can let me see here. Give me a second. All right. So as you can always remember that you can go to community and then go to on my FX book. I'm sorry. So you can go to my FX book and when you go to the community, you can go to the Outlook, and then you can definitely see how many people are in positions based off whoever's in, that has an account linked up to my FX book. So this literally isn't every single person that's trading in Forex. It just gives you kind of like an idea. That's what I use it for. It's not that this is, 100% right, but it does show you a lot of orders. For example, you want to look at AUN or odd NZD. Okay, so odd NZD is right here, and you've got right now. Before we look at it, you can go ahead and look at the sentimental analysis about where everybody else that you think is actually going to be looking at the same market. Yo, what's up? Right here. But his mac's not on. Oh, it's a droid. Ask Vargas, Christian Vargas. He was right here. He's probably downstairs. But anyways, yeah, guys. So on for odd NZD, you've got 5,000 orders buying, and you've got 2,600 orders selling. Yeah, the green and red stands for who's buying and who's selling, the amount of volume on one side. So right now we are very, very heavy on the AN buy. So we're gonna go ahead and look at that pair right now. By the way, well, we don't need to look at the dollar index. Dollar index is in a value range right now, just moving left to right, as you can see. like this, kind of, trending in a spot right now, not really anything worth looking at or anything. So, we can go ahead and get off of the dollar index, and we'll go to AUD NZD. I don't know if yes, I do. All right, let's check this out. Oh yeah, I've got stuff all over this one. All right, so based off my first look, let's see what we got going on here. I'm on an hour chart right now, so let's go ahead and get the idea of the bigger trend. Okay, so we can see that AUD NZD is heading down, as in the New Zealand dollar is getting stronger, right? As that is what the daily trend is suggesting. So if we were to get in here, let me go ahead and delete all that. Okay, so we've got a little bit of an uptrendish, a little bit of a bullish movement. I'm not going to do the 3 levels of rise or 3 levels of fall or my phases. We'll do that on the hour. So let's go ahead and identify that on the hour and see what we got. Very, very much so, oh my goodness, what was that? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. I gotta like mute that. I can't have that. That was loud. My Skype, yeah, I gotta close out of that. I can't do that. Is there a way to mute Skype? Don't do that again. Mute conversation. Mute. Okay, well, I'm computer savvy, so I know how to get around that. Skype. Perfect. Okay, so anyway, sorry about that. So now, and this is kind of like what I already had been looking at on AUD NZD, that we've got our 3 levels of drop. You've got the 3 phases. So I can identify it. You can see one happening right there. Price comes down to this low right here, then taps off once it again, and has just kind of been trending in this area for a while. But then this is the next level of rise that I was looking at. So looking after the couple of levels of drop that we need to have. Yeah, cousin, it is nice. All right, so moving along with that, one level, okay, coming back up, that's the second level. Then you have that third level. Very, very simple to see that after this caught, that after it had caught at this little level of support that it's got going on for itself right now, where it had ultimately gained the balance for it to actually start trending up and making a change in market direction. Let me see. And you're looking for a buy, and that's kind of like what I was looking for as well, because not only is this yellow line right here, this is my moving average. I do have Bollinger Bands on, just just kind of disregard them. I'm learning different types of methods of trading, so I can get them off if you want. But anyways, you've got it coming off to this level, and you were saying, Lucas, for a buy at the 61.8 fib. Let me see where you got your fibs at. Let me take a gander. Let me go ahead and throw my fib on, so we can theoretically get some good levels and some good looks on where we think that the market might be heading to. All right, so I've also got it. I've got it bouncing off of my .5 fib. We're getting levels of confluence right here. Like AUD NZD is looking good, and this is why also that you can see AUD NZD. You've got so many more people buying it right now. You've got literally 5,500 people on the position for the buy. So no matter what that you're doing, you want to make sure that you're going to be patient and let this actually confirm market direction. So what do we got right here? What are we looking at? All right, so RSI not telling us anything really, whatever. All right, so this is the level of support that you got, right? This is where everything seemed to have been turning out well. Now with another tap to the to the downside, this is value. This is this is what you would consider another phase, and now it is broken out. As it came down here, this is pretty much like that phase that I'm talking about. After it came back in tapped, it's doing it again, heading back down to that range. So the price that you were looking at, or that I would be looking at for AN, guys, Let me see. And, it's not a signal or anything, guys. It's just my bias on where I think price might theoretically come to, and then go ahead and escape and get away from. And really what we'd be looking for is after we've already had the 3 drops, let's go ahead and look at the retracement for the upside movement, which would be this right here for the second jump. Okay, so let's take this line, and then this is theoretically what we could be looking at right here off of that movement, but it could, it could even be coming down to this point and making that lower low. This is also a support level with where it could be theoretically projecting to go to. If it's going to come down and tap this low, that's about 13 pips down, so it's not far away at all. And that's also at that fib level. That's why I put it there. That's off of the 0.382, which is, I think, a really good position worth considering. That price on AN would be, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 1.0303. And that's just, and what I'm looking at is that would be the relative low. That would be a place where I'm looking for a tap for it to, theoretically come down and make that retap, make the retracement back to that level, and then continue off to the upside, because we should. But remember, guys, that AUD NZD is in a downtrend right now, as we can see. So we would theoretically be going against the true trend of the market if we're thinking that it's going to be a buy. But that's not necessarily terrible. That just means that you have to have proper execution to get out at the right time. That you need to make sure that you're not going to be trying to hold on to this trade because it's going to be like a trend shift. Maybe it is if you have some other type of technicals or some other thing that I'm not seeing about getting into that next level for AUD NZD for it to continue its momentum shift up. It could theoretically come back and retest that, because what it did do is that it came back and retested the last previous high. After it did that, the thing is that it came back down, and is obviously looking like it's coming back down to trend, and that's why a lot of people might be looking at that buy position. So it's, remember that if you're going to look at a pair like that, that there also is, of course, in theory, the downside as well. But I would like to see at least another, good retracement back up, or this is going to continue to trend down, and that's the only other thing that I'll say about it is if it were to actually continue to trend down, then we're going to see it bust through the moving average, and then if it's going to start breaking through fib levels. But other than that, I'm not, that's obviously we'd have to look at that and be paying attention to it as it happens. So pay attention to it if AUD NZD is the pair you want to trade. All right, Euro odd. Euro odd is the pair that I've really been looking at a lot, a lot lately. This is Jordan's pair as well. So what we were kind of looking at right here is I really did like call this buy out, or I mean this sell, this downward retracement. Back when I had drawn this third level of drop, I was just saying like, look, it needs to have that next level of drop on Euro odd. So you get back on, you see, let's hop out onto the hour on Euro on, and then we'll be able to see it a lot better. Okay, so that's really what I was looking for. Oh my goodness, hello. Are you good? Are you good? Is this okay? Hold on. Yo. Yeah, I'm on the webinar, bro. All right. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so what I was looking at here on Euro odd was just, okay, so this little sell that happening right here, I was looking at this double tap that happened. I was looking for it to respect this 50 line. It did come out 3 pips out above it to actually physically come back up here and double tap. And then as it's been doing this for a while now, I don't know why I'm looking at the 15-minute. It's okay. But yeah, I was looking at this double tap, and it's been doing it for about 3 hours now, continuing that downside movement. So that was really, really good to see. Obviously, when when your analysis is right, it feels good, right? But for Euro odd, for the continuation of if we're going to see odd get better or not, I'm not sure, but if you look at Euro odd as a trend, as what it's been doing, you can see that it's full of range. On the daily, you've got a lot of room for this thing to go up and a lot of room for this thing to go down. So you're not going to get like the biggest best answer on Euro odd. And I don't know why I can't adjust anything right now. It's like really frustrating, but it's okay. I'm getting trolled by this stuff right now. Yeah, not so much just you can see that Euro odd is on a downtrend right now on the daily. Nice to know. Okay, as you can see that we've been on this downtrend, we've had this little retracement up. Are we going to see a head and shoulders? Let's check the community outlook on Euro odd and look at what we got. We're pretty much we're not dead even, of course, but you've got 65% buying and you've got 34% selling. So you've only got about 20, right now, give it at least that there's about 2,500 orders on one side and about 2,000 orders on the other side. So yeah, you've got a separation. You obviously have a stronger bias to the buy side. And for Euro, just to explain why like people might be theoretically into that buy side, looking for it to respect at a level, basic double head and shoulders right here, very simple to see that right there with the head starting the shoulder right here and then coming up and then continuing down is probably a little bit of what people are seeing right now. And it could definitely still end up playing out that way. I'm looking for Euro odd to theoretically come back down and retest that low, or that this was that move that was going to happen and that it is starting to pull back a little bit. It's about 29, 30-ish pips down from where I had called that sell. I didn't call it out or anything. I was just doing analysis on it. And I looked at it now and I'm like, okay, so are we probably, we probably going to see another, leveled good tap to the upside, or I mean, I'm sorry, to the downside, and then it might, in theory, be able to continue up. So that that's going to be a pair that I'm going to be, keeping my eye on. So of course, looking at the price level of Euro odd at 1.47, 1.47737. Okay, so looking at that level for the buy limit would be, it's not going to be too shabby or anything. Like, it seems like it would be very available, very, very prominent to step out of that range, or I mean, to step into that range and then step right back out. What do you guys, is anybody in here trading Euro odd? Is there something that you guys are seeing about Euro odd that I'm not? Or is my bias, completely off than what your guys was? I'm going to get some water. And that's on the 4 hour. You got a 4 hour suggesting a strong head and shoulder formation kind of getting out right now. A daily's got it going on a downtrend if it was going to continue to head that way. On the hour, once again, looking like a very, very nice setup for what it has going on. I've looked at it. I mean, I've got it bouncing off of the 618. I've got a lot of different, Fibonacci values leveled out here, and just to see, where it can theoretically come down and tap and then get away from. I mean, that's always the goal, is to figure out the next move for the market. So this is kind of like what I'm wanting to see. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this trend line. Push down like this, maybe a little bit lower, and then coming back up and maybe coming to retest at the 618 again. That would be good. And then that, probably get that disrespect off that level. Because this is going to also start, the levels of shift in price. So with the 3 levels of drop that we'd maybe be getting one more tap down. 1, tracement down. 2, retracement down. 3, retracement back down, and then the price continues to shift into the next direction. That would be in collaboration with what we have on the left side of the screen, which would indicate that, okay, so we can have three levels of price dropping based off of these Fibonacci's right here that would continue with where I have this written out at one level of rise, a retracement back down, respecting the 382 or the 618, somewhere in this area, and then continue to head off to the upside. Then pull in these different levels of fibs, one more retracement down, and then theoretically a price direction shift again. So I'll leave that up like just like that. But that's what I'm thinking for Euro odd. That's what I'm going to be trading on Euro odd, not a signal, not anything like that. Just straight up. This is just what my personal bias is. What questions do you guys have on Euro odd? I think my chat's frozen. I'm not sure. Not sure. All right, so that would be Euro odd. This what I would be expecting out of Euro odd for tonight on the London session, and what I'm going to be looking for. Euro GBP. What is going on? And guys, if you notice, I've kind of been stepping away from the yen because I'm just trying out, a different thing. I'm looking at less volatile pairs to see if that works. Just remember, if you're not finding success in the pairs that you're looking at or whatever it is that you are doing, it is certainly not bad for you to, understand that there's a problem there and then start to institute change and try something different. Whereas it's your chart background color or to the pair that you trade or, a different type of indicator or, whatever it is that you're, just trying out different things. Remember guys, there's not right or wrong ways of doing things. It's just what works best for the user, what works best for the individual, because everything kind of works different for people, and the success rate will always be different with everybody. So this is Euro GBP, what we've got going on, called a very, very nice hot sell for this last night. We were on that. It was really, really nice. It was this right here, moved down a good amount of pips and everything. So really, really liked what we were seeing right here. Obviously, we're getting a little bit of a retracement back to the upside. We're about 15 pips down from where that the top of it is, but it's very, very clear to see what we got going on right here. So I can do it. I can mark it up in any different way. So we've got three levels of rise. You've got this. What's happening? Okay, so obviously not that big. I'll do it from the retracements. Okay, so that would be retracement number one. What do we got? Bouncing off of the 100 or my 200 moving average. Really, really nice. I like what I'm seeing right here. Respects it perfectly. Awesome. Continuing on again, you've got another level of drop right here. Even though it's not picture perfect, it is a little sloppy. It's not the the sexiest thing in the world, but it's okay. Next level of drop right here. That you have that next level of retracement going on. Three levels of drop, and now you've got a double tap up to the upside doing EG. Yeah. And so whether you're looking at this through phases, and this guys, remember when you're looking at it, this kind of stuff, this is just how I've always done it. This is how I've seen it. This is how I was trained to see it. You can see it, guys. The three levels of price, three levels of fall, three levels of raise. If this thing wasn't trolling me, I could do it right. All right, so now we're looking for that price direction shift. We're looking for what we have going on, where we think that the next move is going to be. So now with Euro GBP heading in the direction that it has been, and remember we're on the hour, let's run it back and say, okay, let's look at it on the daily. As you can see, we are on a massive uptrend right now. So that is also very, very apparent. This is Brexit, obviously. You've got the euro increasing immensely off of that right now, and on the daily as well, you've got a little bit of a downtrend happening. Not that the whole thing is a downtrend. As a matter of fact, the whole thing is an uptrend just for the past 2 days. having those levels of drop and then it continuing its phase up. And that's kind of like what I'm thinking for Euro GBP, even though it would say that, we might be looking for a price in direction shift, but we don't have a good poise on where we think that the market direction is going to head to yet. It has not, in my opinion, decided a direction. It has double tapped. You could say that the sell is coming, that it's going to start to create a lower high, but we'll look at this right here. So why don't we look at the three levels of drop that happened off of this last relative high? So that's what we'll check out right here. All right, so once again, we do this off of the retracements. We do this off of the levels. I'll start from this high where I have my fib going. So obviously we've got our first level of retracement there. Continuing on, coming up, then coming back down, bouncing off of a trend line, respecting very well, right? All right, and then coming down for one more level. All of this happening right there indicates price decision shift or price decision. Oh my goodness, I don't know why I cannot say that right now. Price indecision shift. So railroad tracks, key reversal patterns, everything that you would want in order to see that. And then that indicated that the sellers were exhausted at this point and that we had to have a direction shift, and that is what has happened on the hour from where it is capsized at down. It's about 363 pips. Like, we're talking about a good massive amount of pips here. And so what we would want to be looking at is like, okay, if we're looking for the uptrend for EG, then this is what we would look at. We would look at this last level of rise up to this high. Okay, so we have this to this. I'm going to set this aside for a second, and why don't we just go ahead and draw a fib out off of off of this high to this right here, right? And that's what we got. Now what I want to do is I'm going to move that to where price is currently sitting off of this level. And now what do we got here? Now we've got some potential areas for where we think that Euro GBP might theoretically come down and bounce off and respect that and see if it's going to change. As you can see, this 0.786 aligns perfectly with the 0.5. So a price area to be looking for on Euro GBP is 0.86136. Point eight point 86136. So that would be what I'm going to be looking for EG, just to see if it's going to actually, make that move that way. Of course, we got a double tap that we can definitely be seeing the downside movement. As a matter of fact, that downside movement has been happening for a while now, but I would like to probably see it come down a little bit more, and then that directional shift will start to happen. But until then, we will definitely see if it's going to, oh, okay. To ignore. Feel like there is something wrong with my chat. Guys, if y'all are typing in the chat, like, let me go ahead and just close this out and see if me coming back. Are you guys just not, is it, I just don't know. The last thing I can see on my chat is nice to know that's there from Cousin, but besides that, I'm not seeing the chat. I don't know if anybody's been, and if anybody's just, just watching for the biases, that's absolutely okay. I'm just wanting to make sure that no one, okay, so just no one's typing. Okay, that's absolutely okay. That I still hope that there's something that you're gaining out of it. No worries. So, looking for theoretical moves that are going to be happening. Maybe another tap to this level. We're looking at Euro GBP. Remember what I'm looking at for Euro odd. Another tap down to this side. So another tap down, looking for that confluence level that's all I can see as well. That looking for this downside movement and then covering, theoretically coming to test up at this area. And as you can see, this is another level of support back further into the charts to see if we're going to see that movement, 0.786. But this is what I would like to see, even though it's already been happening for a while. If we would see that downside shift, because but then again, Euro GBP is in a uptrend of things. But if it was going to continue to drop, then what it would do is probably theoretically respect off of the 0.786 that I've got right here, and then coming down to, then you start testing these other levels, and then you'd start getting a price direction shift to where it would be like, okay, so price is theoretically going to start coming back into this area and then testing all of this stuff that you have going on right here. But if it makes it, then that's absolutely okay. But whatever happens is what's going to end up happening. Just make sure that when you're trading London tonight, I'm looking at GBP NZD for the buy. So then that would mean that you would be looking for Euro GBP for the sell, or not necessarily, but looking at cross-referencing on pairs, GBP USD, looking at a little bit of an just trying, like I said, just trying out different methods, guys. Looking at different things. Been working with other traders. Tyson, I know you're here, brother, trying to institute what we've been learning. Hold on one second, guys. Hey. What's up? What you doing? Did you bring Mike? Of course. Yeah, dude. I was wondering how I got here. Woo! It's hot. I don't know why I put the hoodie on. All right, sorry about that. Didn't mean to scream either. But looking at GBP NZD for the buy, I'm really sticking with the odds right now. Looking at the different odds, and we've already talked about AN. Yeah, right. All right, so I'm not gonna look at. I don't want to do GBP USD. Yeah, we've got different things going on in here, but I want to look at AU. Okay. So as you can see, very, very simple. I was on the 4-hour and I had already put something up here. I'm kind of liking this, by the way. This is why you keep seeing it, is I'm liking the I'm liking this. I'm liking what's been going on with these, charts. Well, there we go. So it's apparent, so it's available. All right, so looking at AU, guys, as you can see, AU's been in a huge, massive channel of range, not choosing for making that one of those big movements out. And I can even make it prettier. Yeah, see. All right, so now we can hop back down to the hour, and look, hey, we can actually see what's going on now. So cool. Obviously, we got a little bit of a levels going on right now, respecting off of the 0.78 or the 0.382. Really, really nice to see. So, what would you guys think? Random little pop quiz based off of with these levels of moves. You can definitely see one. You can definitely see two where it comes back up, and then three, and now it's in a little bit of range, and now it is also broke this last previous high. This coming out is tied with this, but it did actually in fact break it, as you can see coming out above that level. It did respect it, however. You got the same thing, or you got the same theme happening. Oh, the boy, Lucas, I tell you what. Awesome. All right, so one level of drop, two levels of drop, three levels of drop. Maybe theoretically going to come back out here and retest that. But I would like AU to come down. I think I would like to, for AU to continue that trend down just to see, some little bit of supply and demand zones coming into it. I'm kind of jumping all over the place with, the types of analysis that I'm using because I'm kind of testing myself here just to let you know, just kind of fill you in on why I've, trying out so many different types of analysis. I'm just seeing what's good with it, guys. I'm just trying out different things to see if I like it, if it's something that I can use, if it's something that helps take my trading to the next level, whatever it may be, guys. That point 0.5 is really, really hot. Like, I mean, it's just a hot zone that would continue off back there. So looking at AU, maybe one more level of rise, maybe it comes back and respects that. That's at 0.758, 0.75821, which would be your AU, which would be my AU, what I would be looking for theoretically to sell. So 0.75821. Okay. And we just, yeah, I'm seeing a form like a double top, definitely. And then, it's definitely has come down and respected that for about 40 pips, making that big bit of a retracement back up as well. Really, really nice to see. But if it's going to create a higher high, then continue this downtrend that it seems to be in right now. As you can see, I mean, yes, of course, it's been ranging, but this whole trend right here, or we see the exhaustion of it, and that this is actually, in fact, the direction of price, the shift of it happening, and that we're going to see this break this high. And if it does break this previous high, like truly comes out above the point 0.5, that probably is therefore becomes support, and that it's going to continue to head up and start heading towards the 786, the 0.618-ish range. But that's only if it does. I would like to see AU at least come back down and tap my 0.236, which is also a zones that I have identified. That's 0.75059. 0.75059. So that's what I'm going to be looking on AU for, looking for that opportunity to get in for that sell side if it's going to maybe theoretically come back up and tap. But if it does, I'm going to be looking there with my hand on the trigger, seeing if it's going to respect. But remember, guys, patience is key. So you have to make sure that the direction of price is confirmed. And if you have to sacrifice like a very nice wick entry to do it, that's fine. It's not that you have to do it. It's not that you have to get into the trade. It's not that it's something that is going to impair you if you don't or not. You have to be aware, guys. You have to make sure that it's going to be following with your levels of your levels of analysis. You've been riding odd USD for a week, Chris. Yo, that's crazy. Are you writing it down on the sell, bro, or are you writing it on the? Oh no, you're writing it on the buy. I see. I think, yeah, you're definitely on that buy right now, catching that little bit of that downtrend, and then it's just continued to move away from it. Just crazy, bro. Very, very nice. I can just already tell that that's where, that's where you're heading with that. Guys, what pairs are you looking at? What biases do you guys have? What do you see? I just threw out biases for, AUD, NZD, Euro odd, Euro GBP, and AUD USD, all kind of, premised around that idea. And I'm really excited to see what London session is going to be able to do to ignite up these pairs. I do, however, want to check Euro USD just because. All right. Give me 1 second. Oh, snap. All right. Oh, this is Euro CAD. I was like, what? All right. So looking at that nice little drop that happened on Euro USD, though, I remember that. Okay, so Euro USD, obviously, guys. My first thing is that I would like to probably see this continue down. It kind of looks like that it's up on this uptrend right now, but that kind of looks like that's probably going to start to turn around here a bit. Did come up 48 pips, but is already coming back down. About 27 pips. Has not really broken past another level. Already kind of formed at Head and Shoulders. You had this like huge level of price, upside movement, downside movement right here to balance that out. Let's see here. Oh, why did I just yawn? No trend line is really coming into play at this precise moment. That's on the daily. If I pull this up on the hour, that would be it on the hour. Did not come and respect it like that to that level, but definitely still available and apparent. Ow. Okay. But that's, I'm not looking like too heavy in the Euro USD or anything. I'm not trying to really trade it at this exact moment. I was just wanting to give it some looks. Looking to see where things might be actually heading to for Euro USD. But moving on past it, guys, has having your trading rules instated to you, have you been following up with those rules that you have, your accountability partner? Has everything, what is something that you feel that you have to be working on in order to really go to that next level? And I can say one of mine personally, and what I've been trying to develop on the most is just to, expanding my level of understanding of something such as like Elliott wave theory. By the way, if you're in the closed trade house group, I sent out a whole it's super dry, but it's just full of good information about Elliott wave theory. So if you don't know anything about Elliott wave theory, that's probably going to be the homework that I'm going to assign for people so they can start to understand what Elliott wave theory is. And that goes for me as well, because I want to be able to use that and utilize that, because a lot of traders do like Elliott wave theory. So if you don't know what Elliott wave theory is, then you should definitely start to um, either get into the closed trade house Facebook group so you can get access to that information for free, and so you can start to understand that. If you do understand it, jump to another thing such as phase or range trading or anything like that. I mean, guys, there's so much different type of styles, as I'm sure you guys know, about everything that you can do in the markets, guys. I mean, there's not a right or a wrong way. There just isn't, and I know it's like it's weird to hear it that way, because it's like, man, you just want that golden strategy that's going to work. But like I said, guys, that's not how it works. It's just not. I wish it was. I wish it was that simple, but guys, we have a lot of different people that are trading the markets. You have a lot of different things that are going on at all of the different times, so it's just not that simple. Yeah, by the way, Euro USD is literally dead even. And AUD USD, you've got more people. That's dead even as well. AU is dead even. Euro odd. You've got more people to the buy side. And AUD NZD, we had already looked at that, and we got way many more people on the buy. So that is also worth considering. So, guys, if nobody has any other questions tonight, very, very, this felt like a very, very quick one. I don't know why. It feels so good to be back, man. It feels so good to be back in class and just looking at what everybody else is looking at right now. Man, hold on one second. Look at charts. Mm-mm-mm. Euro GBP is rising up a bit as well, trying to maybe theoretically come back up from that buy, respecting off. I'm looking at the 15-minute, but still, kind of respecting this little W that it had created, using that as support, and then now it's kind of starting to take off a little bit to the upside. So Euro GBP, you know, all right. So looking like a little bit up to that upside right now. So we'll see if that, if that continues to play out in that direction, respects off the 0.786 theoretically. Get that little bit of range trading starting. Get a little bit of that going on. But with that being said, guys, I've got a house full of people here right now. We got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of different things are happening right now, and just making sure that everybody's taken care of and getting off to that next level. We also are going to have the legend himself, Christopher Derrick, live on the London session for Imarketslive. Make sure that you were there. Make sure that you are available for that. And with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and wrap things up the way that you know that we should. I can just feel the energy, guys. Guys, thank you all so much, my veterans, my fellow classmates, my fellow teachers, my peers around me, guys. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Thank you for being who you are, understanding that you want more out of these markets, understanding that there's so much more that you are going to have when you accept it into your experience, because you are one of nature's greatest miracles, and there's so much more that is waiting for you on the other side of the levels of understanding that it takes to get to that next level. And as we are all progressively doing this as a whole, every single night we are getting onto these webinars together, and we're traveling together. We are just in the trenches together, guys, looking and trying to understand everything together. And that is the most powerful way of doing things. Doing this by yourself is just not what you want to do. So powerful, guys. So powerful. I can just feel your energy wherever you guys are in the world right now. Just incredible, guys. Incredible. So with that being said, open your eyes. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. I know all we did was really talk about some biases, and I hope that some information got passed along to you that is really, really, something that maybe that was something that you've heard 1,000 times before come out of me. You remember I say it all the time that I try to be a broken record. I try to say repetition, because that is just the way that we learn. That is just the way that we do things. So with that being said, guys, you know that we're going to be here at 11 p.m. Tomorrow night as well, the same time. We're going to be having the London session. Just manifest the pips, guys. Manifest the success that you were looking for tonight, so that you have the ability to achieve it and get off to that next level. Get in to that, to that next place. I like how I did not see anything you guys have been saying, and now I refresh it, and there it all goes. Like, oh, look at all of this stuff. All right. Yes. Cannot wait for the Brinks tonight. Yes. All right, guys. So, like I said, I got to take care of some stuff here. Love you guys all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. All right.